past September, I did something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that's take a sommelier course. It's something that I have been thinking about for many years. My husband and I, as you may or may not know, he's French and has quite a good wine knowledge. I myself have been lucky enough over the years to taste a lot of great wines, visit a lot of beautiful wine regions throughout France and Italy with him, but I couldn't really quite put all the pieces together. So I finally decided it was time to challenge myself, go back to school and learn something new. So I did that this past September, and I have to say I learned a lot in a very short period of time. It was a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be, but it was really fun. And I am so glad I did it. So I invite you to grab a glass of wine. I am taking you on a little tour of some of the wines that I fell in love with recently and some of the outfits I think that represent them. This is a wine I have recently fallen in love with. That is Riesling. Now, it grows both in Germany and in the northern region of France, in Alsace specifically. And I tend to prefer an Alsatian Riesling over a German Riesling. The German Rieslings can be a little bit on the sweeter side, but the Alsatian Rieslings are acidic, they're fresh, notes of pear and apple, a little bit of blossom, and when they age, they develop a complex aroma of petrol. It sounds not necessarily delectable, but it creates this really rich, interesting flavor both in your mouth and in the nose. This is a wine that I consider to be reliable. It's super chic. It's very European. And because it grows in a cooler climate, I wanted to pair this with classic European staple kind of outfit. A great pair of jeans, fantastic trench coat, great leather bag, and a pair of boots. An iconic European look and an iconic European wine. Next up is a wine that I have drunk countless times, but I could never get it straight in my head. And after studying, I have to say that I find this wine really interesting. Now, it's really a popular wine, it's really trendy, and you're never really gonna go wrong with a wine like this. And that is a Cabernet Sauvignon from Bordeaux. Now, Cabernet Sauvignon is often blended with Merlot, especially in the Bordeaux region, because the two pair beautifully together, and they really are a French classic. This wine has notes of cherry, has notes of jam fruit, can even be a little bit of a mint eucalyptus sort of smell, green pepper. And then as it ages, it takes on that sort of earthy, mushroomy smell that can sometimes be a little bit off-putting on the nose, but really adds a complexity to the wine. So for me, I had to go with a classic French girl kind of look, a little bit trendy, fashion forward, absolutely, but really, again, a classic. This oversized blazer, great leather pant, fantastic sunglasses, simple tee, and that iconic sweater draped over top. Never gonna go wrong with a look like this, and never gonna go wrong with a wine like this. All right, next up we come to one of my all-time favorite wines, and that is a Châteauneuf du Pape. My husband and I traveled to that region, we did the whole Rhone Valley, and I loved Châteauneuf du Pape. It has become one of my favorites. It is a bold wine. It is grown in warmer climates. It's flavors of jam. There's cooked fruit flavors. You're gonna get cherry, you're gonna get strawberry, you're gonna get a little bit of pepper. And often a Châteauneuf-du-Pape is going to be a blend of Grenache and Syrah, and that's where the pepper comes in. So for me, I paired this delicious wine with a really bold, fashion-forward, confident kind of look. This woman knows how to put together an outfit that's balanced and edgy, and she's not somebody you want to mess with. I like her already. All right, next wine that I surprisingly fell in love with, and this is another region that I have been lucky enough to visit, and we are going into northern Italy, into the Piemonte region of Barbera. Now this wine, you're gonna have plum, you're gonna have cherry, we're gonna have that pepper again. And Barbera d'Asti is one of those wines that you kind of get what you pay for. I mean, all wines are really that, but I feel like with a Barbera d'Asti, if you buy something that's a little bit higher priced, not anything crazy, but something over a $20 bottle, you're gonna get a great bottle of wine that is delicious. This girl is unapologetically herself, just like this wine. She's full of youthful confidence, but elegant. She's still classic. She's dressing in her classic Italian pieces, but there's an unexpected twist in that spezzato, as they call it in Italian. That term being an unexpected twist. That's what you're gonna get with this wine. Delicious. Okay, ladies, we are on our final glass, and this is another grape that I fell in love with. Now, I've drunk it a few times. I have traveled to the region as well, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you get an opportunity to go, I highly recommend. And we are talking about the Nebbiolo grape and a delicious bottle of Barolo. Now, Barolo is another wine that is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it is well worth it. It is rich, it is full-bodied, it is bold. It gets better with age. You're gonna get notes of cherry and plum, but a little bit of rose, some mushroom, leather, forest floor kind of scents. This wine is one of my new favorites. If you feel like treating yourself on date night, this is the wine to go for. This wine style is edgy and elegant, mature, but she's got that youthfulness to her that is so cool. It's like interesting and streetwise, but totally looks Italian. This kind of outfit is fashion forward, and I absolutely love it. Just like this wine. Cheers to all of you lovelies. Hope you liked my ideas. Hope you had fun watching this video and maybe learned something a little new. Let me know in the comments what your favorite wines are or what you think I should try. Would love to hear it. Don't forget, I have my Know Your Style workshop coming up November 1st. You can get tickets on the website. And of course, for more style ideas or just simply to see what I'm doing, don't forget to check out my Substack. And of course, continue to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram.